All right, hey everybody, welcome to our weekly Team Passion Call. It is Monday, August 1st. Super exciting month up ahead. We have Team Cup. I don't know if you guys saw the Gary Vaynerchuk video that was going around today. A lot of Beachbody corporate people saw it first, so they shared it in all the pages. But he talked about August, and he talked about August being a huge month. And it was always a huge month for him and his businesses because this is the month that everybody was sleeping. Everybody was on vacation, nobody was working, they were relaxing the entire month of August, so that's when he hustled, and it played a huge role into the rest of the year. Mark and I were talking about 2017 goals, so this is something I just wanted to share with you. We were talking about 2017 goals. He has different goals than me. Well, they're the same, but he has some ideas for 2017. I'm like, I don't know. But regardless of if I go for what he wants me to go for, the business will grow. And what will happen is reach a ginormous goal in 2017, we actually have to start and get ready now. It would be too late to reach this goal this year, but that would mean I should still hustle these last 5 months so that come January of 2017, we are in a really good place to start the year off right. So it's always been a huge thing for me. Like, I don't ever think there's slow times of the year, there's slow months. I mean, ultimately there is, obviously, because Beachbody just put every challenge pack down to $140. So obviously they are seeing something company-wide. So I'm not saying it's not real, but that doesn't mean we have to think, oh, well, it's slow, so I'll just wait. No, don't wait till September. Get everything ready now. And remember, I always like to remind people this time of year, this is when I signed up 6 years ago. So your future rock stars are out there and they are ready to go now, okay? So tonight what I figured we would do is we would take a few coaches. We have 5 coaches that volunteered for me to speak a little bit tonight. I'm gonna just facilitate some questions for them so that we kind of keep it right around to 9:30, so we're not going over, not going too far over. So we're gonna do that. I also wanna make sure everybody is getting to a Super Saturday in your area. Make sure you get to a Super Saturday, okay? That's the next best thing to Summit. So make sure you get there. I'm sure most places will be doing a live workout. You'll be watching the video with clips from Summit. That will be really, really good. We always have great success stories, and we always have great training. So if you are not local here in Massachusetts and you can't come to us in Taunton, make sure you get to a Super Saturday in your area. It's super duper important. I'm actually going to share something with you. I am going to the first hour of our Super Saturday because I have committed to that. But then I'm leaving to go to my biological dad's funeral service. So I don't know if you guys saw my story out there, but I haven't seen him since I was 19, and I only saw him briefly in Kmart and cried and dropped everything in my hands and froze and didn't know what to do. And then I hadn't seen him since then, since I was 10. So, but I'm still going for the first half of Super Saturday because it's a commitment. It's super important to me. Yes, I speak at them, and yes, I'm part of the events team, but I could have easily just said, hey guys, can you guys run this? I'm gonna actually go and do this. I'm gonna go for the first hour, do what I can, and then leave. So you have to be committed. Some of the people that were at Summit this past weekend got there through some huge obstacles to get there. So please make sure that you are fully committed and getting yourself to a Super Saturday. And if there are no Super Saturdays in your area, you should for sure log on to register for one and hold one in your living room. Like, there's no excuse for you not to be at a Super Saturday. You can do one right in your living room. You just need to show the video on your iPad or your laptop or your computer or your TV, whatever you got to do. All right? Okay, so let's get started. So ladies, when I'm going to go in the order of how you guys volunteered, but I will let you guys, I'll call your name out. So if you want to unmute yourself when it is time, if you have a loud house. All right, so Cheryl, we're going to start with you. So hopefully you've locked your kids up and don't have a loud house. So we're going to start with Cheryl O'Malley. And my first question for everyone, so we'll just do a quick round robin with that, is how long have you been a coach and what number summit was this for you?
So I signed up as a kind of like a discount coach back in May of 2014 and started working the business for real in September of that year. So that first year summit I didn't go. Last year I didn't go as well, financial reasons and everything else. And I don't know if I felt like I was almost worried to watch the live stream and had goosebumps and knew right there and then I was going to buy my ticket as soon as it went on sale. So this is my first summit, my actual first summit.
Awesome. Mom, how long have you been a coach and what number summit was this for you?
I've been a coach since, it was a year after you, so what, 2011, I believe. And I didn't really start working the business until, I don't know, it was probably 6 months later maybe, and I didn't even realize that I was working the business. You said, oh, you're Emerald. But, and this is my 4th summit.
Awesome. Lori, are you out there? I don't see.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay. There you are.
I began as a discount coach in May of 2012 and began working the business in June of 2014. And this was my 2nd summit.
Awesome. Amy?
April of 2012, I went to my first summit 2 months later, so this is my 5th.
Wow, 5th. Lauren, what about you?
I signed up in July of 2012, so I've been a coach for 4 years, 2nd summit.
Awesome. All right, Cheryl, what was your favorite, your most memorable part of Summit? Like if there was just one thing that someone asked you and said, like, why did you go and what did you get out of it type thing, but what was your favorite part?
Oh gosh.
I know there's a lot. I know.
I know. And like I wrote all this stuff down because it was just, I wanted to get it all out. But my favorite part, oh gosh, probably really the whole thing, because I had so many like aha moments. Like there's just so many things that put all these different things in perspective. I had like clarity. So listening to all the speakers, especially Gary Vaynerchuk and probably Shaun T were probably my 2 favorite speakers, where they really spoke to me. I just connected emotionally, mentally. I actually got teary-eyed listening to it because I made me realize that my whole outlook on this business was just, my mindset was totally wrong. And they really made me look at things in a deeper light. And I probably have to throw in Melanie Mitchell too, because she actually spoke to me and made me realize that I can do this business, that I am special, that I'm extraordinary.
Why do you say you were looking at this business all wrong? Like what do you mean?
I think because, well, maybe not looking at it wrong, but I definitely had doubt and fear, which I kept on saying I didn't have doubt and fear in my mind, but I really truly didn't believe it until I was listening to these speakers. I had doubt that I could be successful like Melanie, like any of the top coaches. I kept on saying to myself that I could never do that. I'll never be there. I'll never make it into the millionaire club. I'll be lucky if I can get to 2 or 3 or 4 stars. My mindset just wasn't completely there. And just hearing them speak, they're ordinary people just like all of us. They started from the bottom up. And I know you've talked about that, but I guess hearing it over and over again by other people, like they said, we're born, but it's that day that we realize why we're actually here on this earth. And I realized there that my reason is to help people, not only my family, but to help others. And that by doing that, I know I can be successful, and I know I can walk across that stage and be someone and be extraordinary.
Good, good, good. All right, Mom, what was your favorite part of this summit?
Yeah, like Cheryl, I have to say that I had several. And the top people that really stuck out for me was Becky Brossett and Christina Delgado. Shalene Johnson had some nice nuggets.
Yeah.
Of course, always Carl. Tracy Morrow she had some really good information. Sean T was totally like, I never ever expected to hear such a powerful speech from him. Melanie, definitely, she really stuck with me. She had a lot of stuff. And Gary Vanderchuck, those were all my favorites, I have to say. And Tracy Morrow, I love the quote that she said. She said, if you don't do you don't get done, and the world misses out. And they all had every single person, it was like it was repeating over and over. Everyone basically said the same thing, that we have the power to change other people's lives, and it's all in us. What was it? Melanie Mitro. Let me see. I wrote some stuff down saying, she also said to work hard, because hard work attracts hard workers. So that's the type of people that you want to be attracting, the hard workers that are going to work right alongside you. And raise the bar for yourself. Lead by example. Carl said that quite a bit. I loved his take on the CEO. That made me really, kind of like, yeah, we're CEOs, and you really have to take this business serious. And he says, what did he say? Nothing prepares you to be a CEO other than being a CEO. There is no training. Everyone expects you to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And suffer it as a CEO when your customers don't finish a program. Take responsibility, learn from it, and just move on and get better. So,
Yeah. Good. Lori, what about you? What was your big moment?
Like everybody else, I don't know that I can pick one single thing, but there was definitely that recurring theme for me that stuck out, was becoming the CEO of your company. And again, not because we hadn't already heard that. You taught us a lot of what we heard, but it's just like Cheryl said, hearing it over and over and over again, you finally, something clicks, and something, or the way they said it triggered something within you. But I was in one of the breakout sessions with Vito Lafata and Trina Gray, and they were talking, it was titled From Fitness Coach to CEO, and that was a great session for me. They talked about being consistent, being creative in your delivery, and being willing to customize for your coaches, because just like when you're in a classroom, not everybody learns the same way, and not everybody gets things the way it's explained the first time, or the way it's explained in the coach office, or whatever. So just being willing to work with your coaches to help them to be successful as well. Gary V, there was so many things that he said, but a few that I wrote down were: patience is the #1 reason that people don't succeed. because we give up because we're not seeing that monetary or financial gain immediately. And so we say we're not doing it right, or we're not good at this or whatever, and we just let it go. He also said, figure yourself out. You will win. What are you good at? Do you become self-aware and figure it out? And hard work, hard work, hard work. Because so many of us are, not willing to do the hard work. Because although this work is not, like you always tell us, it's not hard to do, but it's got to do it. And it's, you come up against obstacles, and so you have to just keep pushing through. Another takeaway from me personally was Shalene, talking about your story and how stories are so powerful. And when you decide to share your story, it makes you relatable. Tell it with detail and tell all the parts. So for me, that's something that I really need to work on, is being able to be a better storyteller and telling my story, so that I'll be attracting the people that are more like me. There was just so many things. I loved hearing from Carl talking about how we're co-CEOs, and again, taking responsibility, taking care of your health, taking care of your wealth, work it every day. Don't leave your job until you can, don't have a plan B, C, D, or E. With Tracy Morrow, I loved, she said to get real with yourself. What do your daily choices look like? Priorities, relationships, behaviors, and attitudes. Do not compare. Live in your gift zone. I loved that. Your passion zone. So we all have different gifts, and we all have different things that we're passionate about. So come from that place.
Awesome. For those of you who don't know Gary Vee, you should for sure check him out. And he's always live on Facebook or Snapchat or YouTube. But he's gonna be, no, it says it's unstable, Mark. Sorry, the internet's torn out.
Yeah.
He says that he's like the Jillian Michaels, like he's really hard. He's gonna tell you that you're lazy and you're not doing enough work. But it's sometimes things we just need to hear. So I suggest you guys check him out for sure. He has a really good, his first social media book, like Social Media 101, is called Crush It, and it's really, really good. Amy, okay, what was your big, memorable, favorite moment?
My favorite moment was when Adam stood up and did the dance with Shalene. By far, my favorite moment. Second to that,
That's awesome.
A couple of things. Gary Vee spoke to me a lot. He said two things. One, be patient, which acknowledged my patience. This is my 5th summit, and there was a lot of mixed emotion around that, because at my first summit, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be up there. And then my second summit, I'm like, okay, I want to be a 5-star. So it's been my second, my third, and my 4th summit where I said I'm going to be 5-star, and I haven't. So patience, I have patience. And he also said to work hard, and I'm like, well, damn, I am working hard. I'm working real hard. But what I realized is that I'm not working smart. I need to work smarter than I'm working now. I am very fortunate that this is my only job, but it allows for a lot of not flexibility, but I'm a very structured person, and I need structure to stay on course. And when I get distracted, it's easy for me to go in other directions. So I need to be smarter about what I do in time and how focused I am on what I'm doing. So that was a big takeaway. Another big takeaway was from the Fitness Coach to CEO workshop. people know me as a fitness coach, and it's a very easy role for me to play. I need to now create my my persona as business owner, so that people can transfer their know, like, and trust factor with me from fitness coach into the business owner piece. And they will make that shift with me as well. So that's going to be a big part of my focus, is more of my posts being about the business and about the freedom, and I think it was freedom, fun, purpose, and friendship that they talked about as benefits of this business. So to just focus a little bit more on that. And what else? Carl's always so flippin' inspiring. His passion is, it's like an injection of excitement and enthusiasm. So that was good.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Awesome. Lauren, what about you? What was your big memorable moment?
Well, I think everyone can probably know that meeting Tony was my big favorite moment of Summit. But aside from that, for me, the fitness coach to CEO with Trina Gray and Vito Lafrata, like Lori and Amy already talked about, really opened my eyes. That I personally don't see myself as a CEO, and that's where I need to make that mind shift. And it was after that, and I'm glad that was like the big start of day 2, because after that, my mind didn't leave that, okay, this is what I need to do for my business. This is how I need to take my business to the next level. Like, I went into that CEO mind frame, and my brain was constantly turning the whole until now. So that was big. And everyone else, I think everyone else pretty much touched on it. Gary Vee was amazing. Shanti was amazing. Shalene was amazing. I learned that I told Tony part of my story, I've told Matthew's story, but it is a piece of my story too, that I stink at it. So I need to get better at telling my story. But yeah, and the camaraderie. You can't touch the camaraderie that you get with your teammates and teammates that you meet for the first time and you feel like you've known them your entire life. That's just like the icing on the cake.
Your roommates are smirking.
Not me.
Because my roommates cannot deny that they didn't have the most amazing 5 days of their lives. So let's just. Yeah.
I love that everybody is talking about the CEO part. Mark and I talk about this all the time. Like, we are like, why don't we have more 5 stars in our downline? Like, it's something we talk about almost daily. Like, it drives that, like, when Carl says it keeps him up at night, like, that is the thing that keeps me up at night. I'm like, why can't we help more people get to 5 star? Like, what the heck? And that's the big piece of it. Like, I'm noticing, like, I asked in the page, who's going to be up here next year? And I posted the Premier, the Elite. And then I was like, who has a huge goal to be Elite 10? I heard from one person in 3 of those posts. And that pissed me off, to be honest. I'm like, seriously, nobody has a goal to be Elite next year? Or no? And then I was like, no, they do, but they're afraid to say it out loud. And they're not, and they don't believe it. And they're not a CEO. Like, and I'm going to throw some Gary Vee at you, because that's the truth. Like, you're just not, you don't believe it, and you're not working hard enough, and you don't have that CEO mindset. So I'm so glad that many of you were in that, and I can't wait for the rest of you to see it when it gets up online. I don't think those are going to be up for the next month or 2, but anytime Trina and Vito speak, they're teammates and they're amazing. So I'm looking forward to that too. But I was talking to my mom. She was giving me all her goals, and she's like, "So I gotta." And I'm like, "You don't gotta do anything. You know how to do it. You're just not doing it, and you don't have that. Like, you have to. Like, Amy shared a piece of this without quite saying it, but you have to become that person first. In your mind, you have to become a 5-star Diamond Elite coach so that you can attract, those right people. And you have to, that's who you have to become on a daily basis when you wake up. Like, you just have to wake up and be like, I am a 5-star Diamond Elite. Like, let's do this. Like that. And it has to be that confident. And you have to go through your work day. So like Lauren said, her mindset changed after that workshop. So that's how you have to go into your work day. Like, we wake up every day. Mark and I wake up and like, how do we get to 2 million? How do we get to double 15-star? How do we make 5 million a year? Like, literally, that's what we think about. Like, we don't even, there's no like, let's take these steps. Like, we are like, from here to how do we get here? Like, and Mark said to me, I'll let you guys know. Like, he was like, I want you to be an Elite 10 coach. And I'm like, what? Like, I had that goal probably like once, because I was in top 10 once, like for a month, 1 year. So I was like, oh, I could probably do this. And then I was like, and I hear those numbers. I hear 1,900 Elite points. And I'm like, I finish every year at 150. Like, how am I going to go from 150 to 1,900? But I'm open to listening and trying to figure that out. Like, I'm like, all right. You think? I don't really know if that's my focus right now, because right now I have one big goal, and so I'm like, ugh. But again, I'm open to it. I'm not saying I don't think I can do it. I can. I just don't know if I want to. So you just have to. You've gotta shift that mind. So I love that.
Nicole,
Yeah.
I just wanted to jump in because I have something written down. When Shaun T was talking, at first when he came across the stage, he was doing the whole walking backwards. Will you fall? If I fall, will somebody catch you? But something that he said is, the minute you close your eyes and you reflect your life is the moment you come into focus. I thought that was pretty deep, and profound, because you literally have to change your mindset. Just like the ultimate reset is a mindset to get through it. I think it's the same for the business piece of it too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's like, there's so much. I know you guys all have the potential. Like, that's the thing. Me as your leader, I'm like, oh, but I love, some of my personally sponsored coaches started sharing their goals with me at Summit. And they were like, I was like, that is so awesome. However, you're like almost there. Like, so they're telling me goals that are super exciting to them and scary. And I'm like, okay, but you're like almost there. Like, why you're like Shalene says that in 30-day push, like, don't put a top 10 goal like that you've already accomplished, basically. Right? Like, it's like, it's like, I don't even have a 15-star as really my goal anymore. It's kind of fallen off my goal list. Like, it's there, but it's like we're like 5 coaches away. Like, we're done. It's done. Like, in my mind, it's done. I'm just not sure quite when, but it's done. So that's the other piece that I think it lacks, is you're not dreaming big enough. Like, you're like, all right, you're like a diamond right now, and you have 3 people working the business, and you're like, I'm going to be a 1-star by Summit. I'm like, what? Of next year? I'm sorry, what? Like that? Like, that's not big enough. Like, go to 3-star, whatever that is. And I know you're doing it because you want to feel comfortable and you're nervous. I get it. I get why you're telling me it. I'm not saying it's not valid. I'm not saying any of that. I get it. It's just that I'm just going to challenge you to take that a little further.
Well, Nicole, who was the coach that went from diamond to like 9-star in like 6 months?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, it was like crazy.
Someone in Team Passion shared that, Cindy LaBelle shared, Jessica Pasola. She went from diamond to 15-star in a year.
Yeah.
And Bonnie Engel went from
Oh, that's
diamond to top 10.
Right.
And now she's number 2. Like it can be done. It's just that it's the belief. It's the belief that you can do it. It's all it is. Like when you look in the mirror, it's the fact where you're like, yeah, okay, I'll be a 5-star. So that's the difference between saying that and saying, I am a fucking 5-star Diamond Elite coach. Like, damn it, I am, and I'm gonna do this. Like, there's a difference. And I'm a Diamond, I'm a 5-star. And then saying it and just owning it like you've never owned it before. And like it should give you chills. Like I used to share this all the time. If your goal doesn't give you butterflies, it's definitely not big enough. Like if it doesn't make you want to vomit, like literally, and give you like, oh my gosh, it's not big enough. Like, so for many of you that are like emerald, like many of you need like an emerald and like 2 coaches to be diamond. And you're like, I'll be diamond by the end of the year. I'm like, end of the year? 30 days, do this, right? Like do this. Like there was never, like for me, it's always been like, okay, I'm going to get to emeralds in 30 days, ruby in 60, which didn't take me that long, but diamond in 90. Like those are my first 3 goals. I got to diamond in 57 days. I'm like, okay, now 2-star. Like I was skipping 1-star, and then I did it. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to make $1,000 a week. And okay, now I'm going to be a 5-star. Like I just went like, it went very fast for me, and then it slowed down, but it went very fast for me up to 9-star, like very fast. It was just, and the only difference is I talk to more people than you. That's it. Like I have always been working from a list of 100. Always, always, always. For 6 years, I've always had 100 people at least on my list. So, yeah. All right, one last thing. So what did you hear, like without giving, like, I just want to hear one thing. I don't want to hear from each like segment of the thing. So if you can just give me 1 or maybe 2 if you have to, feel like I have to give you 2. What 1 or 2 things are you immediately going to implement into your business, Cheryl?
I just want to say this quote because it pertains to that, but it's from Jim Rohn. It said, days are expensive. When you spend a day, you have 1 less day to spend. Make sure you spend each one wisely. And so for me, I know I waste too much time. So my action steps, and I'll give you 2 because I do actually have multiple ones, but putting in the time and the hard work and being more organized with my time, because I do waste a ton of time like scrolling and not being organized and not having a list of people who I'm going to talk to that day. And then getting in the right frame of mind, my mindset, by doing definitely more personal development, PPD, PD, you heard it probably from everybody, and journaling too. I want to journal every single day because I need to put it out in the universe, because I want to attract my tribe. So I need to put it out in the universe, and I need to put it out there that I will be a 5-star by next summit.
Yes. Yeah. Yeehaw. Woo. So I love the PD thing that you need to do more, because Alyssa Shoemaker said in one of our trainings, she does 5 hours a day, and she's a mom of 3. So basically she just has earbuds in practically all day. So when she's folding laundry, she's doing PD. When she's in the car, not with earbuds, but in the car, there's PD. When she's doing dishes, she's doing PD. When she's waking up in the morning, when she's working out, if she goes for a run, when she's doing dishes, like she literally has PD on all day. She does 5.
I would like to do that while my kids are screaming.
Yeah, exactly. You should. Just turn it down a little so you can hear the violent screams. All right, Mom, one thing that you're implementing right away.
I am going to start doing live videos more and speaking to my lifers that way, and being raw, real, and my true self.
Awesome. She did one this morning for those of you who missed it, and she dropped the phone because my niece fell over and she was screaming in the background, and she didn't shut off her live video. So all good.
I know. I know. I did 3 of them today, and because I want to just get better and better at it.
Yeah.
So that's
No.
what I'm doing.
The disaster one is the best. So good. Failing forward. I love it. Lori, what about you? One thing.
I'm going to speak to a minimum of 15 people a day.
Good. Love it. I gotta write that down on my little box. All right, Amy. Oh, you're muted.
I'm going to implement a work schedule.
Good. Lauren?
I'm going to be consistent with my invites, consistent with my workouts, and consistently being me and unapologetically me.
Yeah. Awesome. Perfect.
Hey, I just want to shout out to Lauren. When we were at Summit, she did her workouts every single day. She went down to the pool with her laptop and did her Beachbody On Demand and did her workouts. So
Awesome.
kudos.
I wasn't alone. Cheryl came with me. She was my little accountability buddy. So shout out to Cheryl.
That's awesome. Anyone else who was at Summit have something burning that they want to say real quick that we may have missed? I see a lot of familiar faces that were there. We covered it all though, probably.
Hello.
Yes?
Hi, it's Lindsay.
Hello, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi. I just wanted to say I don't know if anybody saw my post last night on my personal page, but we had a quick little thing in one of our workshops where during the break, the guy had asked everybody to stand up if you had lost 10 pounds with Beachbody programs. And he kept going like, okay, stay standing if you've lost 20 pounds, if you've lost 30, if you lost 50. And he went all the way up past 100 pounds. There were still people standing. I had goosebumps the whole time. And then he got all the way up to this one lady that was standing, this one awesome rock star, and she lost 195 pounds with Beachbody programs. And I just happy tears were flowing. I was just just the ability that these programs and this opportunity have it was just crazy. It was so awesome to just watch that visual with 6,000 people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's huge. First and foremost, that is what we are here for sure. That is just, I think we get so hung up on the numbers and the goals, and we just forget that this is just, that's why, if someone doesn't want to buy a challenge, the first thing you offer them is a challenge pack, but if it has to come down to just paying $60 for a program, then that's A-okay, and you have to be okay with that, and you have to just let them do that, and, because you never know where that will lead. So, yeah, so huge. The Beachbody Challenge winners, it's crazy. The whole audience, they'll show the before pictures and they'll show them talking. And then all of a sudden, it'll show them talking how they are now, and the whole audience goes, oh, it's just an amazing thing to watch, that transformation and what these amazing people go through. I committed to, some of my fitness gurus out here that are pushing me as my personally sponsored coaches. Chrissy called me out. Amy calls me out. Cheryl calls me out. Are you doing a program? Because it seems like you're jumping around. I'm like, shut up. But they do that because they love me and they know I need to. And so I have committed doing programs from start to finish, no more. I used to. That's what I did for the first 2 years. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm committing to doing them from start to finish, and I'm going to enter all of them into the Beachbody Challenge because I keep saying, thanks, Chrissy. Chrissy just woke up because she's been tired because she's had a crazy traveling home. So I just woke her up. But I always say, why isn't anyone entering the Beachbody Challenge in my challenge group? I'm like, duh, I got to lead by example. So I'm going to start doing that with Country Heat. I started it today. I did my workout at 7:30 tonight. That's unheard of for me. So, and I had Ella with me, which was fun.
I'm just saying, and I'm just going to put it out there that if not next Summit 2018, I will be up on that screen.
Yeah.
In the Beachbody Challenge.
And we'll all go, oh, when you start talking with that after. Yeah.
Right.
Even though we won't be a shock because we'll see you, but still. Awesome. I love that. Love it. Anybody else? No, it's getting late here. All right, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, guys, I mean, the theme of this whole thing is you've just got to believe in yourself, because I believe in you. So now you just got to believe in yourself, and you have to let all the noise behind you just drown that out. Like, there are going to be people in your life that love you, that you are super close to, that are going to be like, really? Is this really what you're doing? Like, and you have to stand up and say, hell yeah, this is what I'm doing. And you have to be confident. Like, you have to be confident in that. I know it hurts because they don't see it and they don't believe it because they're not with us. Like, we're a special group, you know, and even for us on Team Passion, like, we are an even specialer group, if I may say so. I gave you guys all a shout out today with nobody panicking over the hotels. Like, everybody's like, all right, I'll just wait. I'll just hit refresh. Like, everybody was so chill about it. And people in the 5-star wall were like, oh my God, what are we going to tell our teams? Everybody's freaking out. I'm like, really? Nobody freaks out on my team. Like, at least they don't freak out in front of me. But yeah, we just have something really, really special, and the world needs to know. And yeah, what? Autumn posted my video? Oh, she posted on it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
With Ella. Fun. Yeah, I'm friends with Autumn and Carl, so I get to tag them all the time. So I'm gonna start using that little friendship. See if I can get myself in one of those test groups. Jeez, I don't know how do you get in those.
I know.
All right, well, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you're all in the 7-day quick start group, because the 5 of us leaders that run this group, it's amazing what we do. We don't use a template anymore. So whatever we share every day is new from month to month. So keep doing it. You know, thank you to Chrissy and Cheryl and Amy and Monica who run those with me. And we're going to be doing a sneak peek. And we weren't going to do a Sprint to Diamond until after Labor Day, but that poll, the 8-8 Sprint to Diamond, is winning out. So I think we're going to end up doing both of them, but we will kind of keep you posted on the next Sprint to Diamond. So, all right, thanks guys for joining me. Thank you ladies for sharing your heart and your takeaways, and we'll catch you on Facebook.